I met an actress in a bookstore. Yeah, that's all. And you know what? Because my parents, they're gonna find me a new place because you know, they live in Brentwood and they can do that kind of thing for me. You know, maybe Los Feliz, yeah, that's good. Yeah, because that's what you can do if, you know, your parents, you move to Los Angeles, you know, they can help you out. It's very good. But, you know, sometimes they help you out too much, and then you end up living with them in Brentwood. and then you start getting a little bit depressed. And then you start going to strip clubs. And then you know, at least if you're an artist, you can paint on the porch. You can paint on the porch. Anybody want to know what's inside this here?
Yeah.
You want to know? Do I seem like a good artist to you? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sure. Do I seem like I can, tell you things that you might have not known otherwise? You know, even though I'm upper middle class, you know, it's like, upper middle class people have relevance too, you know. It's like all you gotta, yeah, that's right. You know, all you gotta do is, you know, is if you grew up Jewish and you gotta hand everything out to you on a silver platter, and your mother's good looking and your father's pretty slick, he looks like Jack Nicholson, but you got to reflect on that. You got to go to your psychoanalyst down the street on Montana Avenue, and then you're gonna, and then you still have a chance to help the world. You just push through the depression, and you find. You'll find. I don't want to say it. I just. Okay. Let me try to read something to you. I can't read in this light. This is my favorite. Thank you, Jenny. Great. Guru wrote this book. Nisargadatta Maharaj. I just bought this across the street at Mystic Journey Books. Paid like $36 for it. But I figure the more money I invest, the closer to God I can. You see what I was trying to do? I was gonna read a passage from there, but I figured, you read some poetry. Up above. Yeah, the poem's called Up Above. You gonna force me to write poetry to play rather gently, continuously, vividly, or would you rather get vividly dirty with me and discover truths and generally solid disgusts? And then I moved to Hollywood and Western, and I got beat up. I had a Russian weed dealer roommate, and another roommate named Chaz Becca, tranny in training. The day I left, I was washing a dish with a dirty sponge, and Chaz Becca came over behind me and said, hey, do you think I should take my ADHD medication? I think my family's gonna judge me. I said, why don't you take your ADHD medication? Just do it. She said, well, I've been doing some other drugs instead. What other drugs have you been doing? Meth. That's when I knew it was probably over. Later that day, I went out to have a cigarette. Yeah, I smoke cigarettes now. I think I'm gonna smoke Camels. Not here, Joel, Jenny. I'm not gonna smoke here. But let's pretend like I'm smoking. Going out to have a smoke. 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 So the landlady says to me, pulls me real close, grizzly old 50, 60-year-old woman, pulls me real close. She says, a little birdie says you don't belong here. I said, what? She goes, I said a little birdie says you don't belong in this building, that you should move. I said, what did I do? I look behind me, there's a undercover cop, and he's nodding his head. And she says to me, it's got nothing to do with you. And I said, should I move out tonight? She goes, yeah, you're fine. But the others... My good friend Roman, arrested. My good friend Alex, who was flipping apartments, arrested. Chaz Becca, arrested. Now I live in Brentwood again, It's, that's just the way it's gonna be. Maybe move to Los Feliz. Okay, so, you wanna know what's in this painting? A painting, because I'm an artist is a painter. Oh, shit. I don't know how that happened. We're not pulling this painting out. But the point of the whole thing I'm doing is like, you may not understand me, even though, you do understand me. I'm not going to show you what's in this painting, but maybe I'll auction it off after the show, But I'm not going to ruin the stage. Yeah, this is a stage. This is Venice. I would like to live in Venice. Venice is nice. The long goodbye, and it happens every day when some passerby invites your eye to come and oh yeah. I live in Los Angeles.